Good afternoon. In this video we're going to cover how we can set up carrier expected commissions through the Excel file in Wireless Standard. For this we will need Wireless Standard installed, Excel file, and the rules from the carrier. We will be using Verizon as an example. So this is Wireless Standard. I have my Excel file open here, and I have my commission rules from a carrier. Verizon looks like the rules are set up in a way when commission is based on which equipment we activate, and it is also based on which contract type we use to activate that equipment. Alright, so we'll be looking in particular at this phone over here, which is HTC Trophy, and let's see the file again. We have in the Excel file we have 16 columns that we'll be filling in, and the first one is called carrier. So in this column I'm gonna start, and in this column I will specify my carrier name exactly as it is in Wireless Standard. So I'm gonna say Verizon, and next column says geography type. So geography type can be either division, region, district, store, or market. And you can customize your divisions when going to Wireless Standard, Manage, My Company, Location Manager. So in our case this is just a one location which I'm gonna use, and my identifier is gonna be market. So I'm just gonna say market, which is the smallest geography type. Next value, next column in our Excel spreadsheet is called geography value. In the geography value I will specify the actual name for the market, or in my case it's actually simpler to specify all, which means this row concerns all markets. So I started Verizon market all, and the next column is called phone, where I will provide the actual phone model or phone UPC. Actually what Wireless Standard expects is the UPC for this phone. To look up the UPC I will go to my Wireless Standard, and remember we're setting up commissions based on the equipment, so I will need to go to Manage, Product and Services, Product Manager, and look up my phone I'm interested in. So in this case it was HTC Trophy, so I'm gonna simply enter the editor menu and copy my UPC. I'm gonna come back to our Excel spreadsheet and copy that UPC in here. In fact, I can copy multiple UPCs using comma as a separator here, but in this case we have just one phone, so I'm gonna leave that UPC, just one. Next column is called commission item type. So this column will contain information on service plan, plan option, or equipment rebate, what it's going to be called. So in this case I'm setting up commissions for service plans, and I'm simply going to say service plan. Next column is called contract type, so I will use it to specify on which action I get the commission. And referring to my list from a carrier, the actual rules, I can see that HTC Trophy is commissioned by new activation, which is here, it says commission new, and on upgrades, and those are gonna be different values. So as you can see I get $285 on new activations, and I only get $225 on upgrades. So I'm gonna go back to my Excel file, and in the contract type I'm gonna state what is the actual contract type that gets commissioned. So in this row I'm gonna be using activation. And you can look up your contract types available or create new ones if they're not available. yet. In wireless standard, when going to commissions, carriers, I will choose my carrier, Verizon, and I will see my contract types available. So I chose activation, and I'm specifying activation as the value in my contract type column. So next column is called term. So term is my contract term that I use, and in the commission rules I see that in fact these are commission rules for a 24-month activation, so it's a 2-year contract. So I'm gonna go back to the Excel spreadsheet and say 24, which is my term, and in wireless standard I can check which contract terms I have on the carrier screen. So here we have 12, 24, and 0. So I'm setting up commissions for 24 for that phone. So I set 24 in the term column. Alright, since Verizon doesn't really, it doesn't really matter with Verizon which service plan is activated, and we only get commissions on upgrades and activations on the specific equipment, then I'm gonna say in those two columns, which are MRC from and MRC to, I'm just gonna say that from 1 to infinity, which will involve all of my service plans, and MRC is monthly fee for the plan. Next is plan group. Plan group can be, well, you can customize your plans based on plan groups, but since I'm not really worried about plans in this case, I'm just gonna say all, because all meaning all plans, all plan groups. Then goes a column that says commission item value. In the commission item value, I am able to specify specifically which plans are affected, and in my case I'm gonna say all plans are affected by this rule. Then I can limit this rule to a specific date range. So I actually want to limit it to being February 2013, so I'm just gonna say from the 1st of February 2013 to 28th of February 2013. Next column is called commission type. So I can create different commission types in wireless standard to be later reconciled in wireless standard or in any other program. And I chose to create commission types, and I called them commission and spiff. So in this case I'm setting up commission. I will just say commission here. Next column is called payout type, and payout type can only be a predefined value, and possible values are either flat amount, which means that you get paid flat amount of dollars, then it can be also times MRC, which means times your monthly fee of the plan activated, or it can be residual percentage. A residual percentage can be only set for commission item type service plan. But in this case, in our case, my commission rules say that I get a flat amount of dollars, and my last column says payout value, which is my flat amount of dollars, and I can look that amount up in my commission rules from Carrier. So on the HTC Trophy equipment, I get on new activations I get $285 per activation. So I'm gonna say 285 here. Alright, so we completed our first row. We said that on this phone with any plan, on new activation, on a contract type activation for 24 months, I get $285 per activation. So that's it. In the same fashion, I can continue setting up my commission rules, moving to the next row here, and let's see, actually in the commission rules I will be getting my dealer rebate. That's what I'm getting based on my commission rules from Verizon, and that amount is $185 plus $285 that I get from a carrier on the new activation. So what I can do, and I will simply copy the whole line here, and I can paste it in the second row, and I can say that I get additional spiff, and I will call that commission type spiff here as a flat amount of, and let's check it once again. On the HTC Trophy, I get $185 more of a spiff. Alright, so we are finished with this phone for activation contract types. What I can do, in fact, Verizon says that my upgrades, if I perform an upgrade for this phone with any plan, I get another amount, which is $225. And to make it easy, I can copy the whole line here, paste it in my next available row, and say that I get on contract types upgrades, and I do have that created in wireless standard as a contract type upgrade. I get $225, which is a lesser amount than $285. And I still get my dealer rebate, in fact, of the amount of $185, and it's not based on the contract type. I always get it, so in fact I can use a comma separator in this our second row and say activation and upgrade. So on those contract types I get my dealer rebate. Alright, so we learned how we can specify our rules using a template. So the only thing that is left is to save this information and upload it to wireless standard. And this can be done by going to wireless standard. I believe I would have to close Excel file, go back to wireless standard, go to commissions, and there is a tab here called Carrier Commission Schedule. What I want to do is I want to import this template now. So wireless standard starts calculating my carrier expected commissions if HTC Trophy is sold. Of course, you would need to specify all the phones, and you would probably need to specify any commissions you get based on the service plans. But since this was just a tutorial, we'll try to import that file. So I'm clicking import. I'm looking up my commission rules that I created, and I say open. Wireless standard gives me a message: import was completed successfully, and starting from now on it will calculate my carrier expected commissions, which can be accessed through commissions item manager over here, commission item manager, and of course they will be displayed in any profit reports. Alright, thank you for your attention.